Okay. Welcome again to BMT Building Men Thoroughly with Timi Awesu. I'm excited to be here, and we decided to do a quick summary of one of our previous series, 30 Things a Young Man Should Be, Know and Have Early. Please enjoy it. It's going to just help summarize all the principles and as well help us remember some of them more. So number one, a young man should have a sense of vision and purpose. We discussed about the concept of vision, purpose, and how a young man, it's essential for a young man to begin to work in line with that. Also, number two says that a young man should know his giftings, talents, and naturally inborn things that occur to this young man naturally. Gifts, talents is a part of the things you're supposed to know before early days. Then also we have a young man should know when to put away childish things. A young man should know when to put away things that should not be seen with him. 4 says that a young man should understand the value of time. Yeah, this is so key, right, in the days where everything is competing for your time. And 5 says a young man should pay attention to how he sees. Yeah, one of my mentors usually say perception is reality. Number 6, a young man should be correctable. One value I look out for in every young man is teachability. 7 says a young man should be decisive, the ability to be able to know what he wants to do, how he wants to do it, when he wants to do it, and to go for it, to act on it. Number 8 says a young man should value words. A young man should understand that his words are a great part of him, so he can't just throw them anyhow. Number 9, a young man should know the value of people and relationship. One of my mentors also says that relationship is everything, so a young man must pay attention to that. 10, a young man should know how to treat ladies, women, and girls. This is key in our world where we have the female man and the male man. You must know how to treat ladies, women, and girls. Also, one other thing, or the next thing you should know, number 11, is a young man should study money, the concept of money, finance, financial intelligence, and everything that surrounds money, currency, both digital, fiat, must be studied and understood. Number 12, a young man should love work. You must love work, because work is not just about money. Work is becoming who you are actually meant to be. 13, a young man should be submitted to authority figures. If you want to look out for an outstanding trait in any young man, check out who is he submitted to. There must be authority figures in his life to be submitted to. Next, a young man should have a bank of quality information. The basic reason for this is he should have some form of resource where he could go pick up info that that are quality based, that have been refined, that are based on principles that could help him. Number 15, a young man should be a father. I strongly believe that you are first a father before you father children. You are first developing the trait of fatherhood before you even think about giving birth to your first child. Number 16, a young man should be spiritually intelligent. The ability to understand the spirit realm, the ability to be able to know that we are in a world that's controlled by spirits, controlled spiritually. It's important for a young man to understand it, the concept of his creator, concept of his adversary, and all of that. A young man, number 17, must have real friends. A young man must have buddies who love him for who he is, not because of what he is or because of what he has. A young man needs real friends. 18, a young man should leverage on solitude, the ability to cut off from society, cut off from the fast-pacedness of life, cut off from the buzzing of technology and all the alerts on our phones and our computers. The ability to be able to leverage on solitude from time to time, a young man must have that. 19, a young man should understand his sexuality, what turns him on, how to know that his mind is his greatest sexual organ, and everything within his sexuality. A young man should not just be aware but understand it. 20, a young man must destroy the seed of bad habits. Any habit that you can't do openly, things you don't want to be caught doing, things you don't want to take to your future, it's time to begin to destroy the seeds. 21, a young man should cultivate home skills, the ability to be able to do stuff at home, chores, and anything, grass cutting, anything that has to do with home building. A young man should cultivate that. This is not just a woman or female thing. 22, a young man should be professional. You want to go professional in what you are doing, your career, your business, your entrepreneurial skill, anything you are doing, a young man should be professional. 23, a young man should be a leading leader, the ability to lead himself, lead others, cast vision, and also bring others into that same vision. 24. A young man should leverage on older folks' experience. The ability to be able to lean on the shoulder of others and look ahead is essential for the young man. It helps him make minimal or little mistakes, or even no mistakes at all, right? 25. A young man should master communication. The ability to put your thoughts in words, put your thoughts in writing, and properly transfer them from your head, your heart to others is important. He must master communication. A young man, 26, should be not a braggart. Pride goes before a fall. You don't want to brag. You don't want to be a braggart, saying things that you shouldn't say. Bragging is not what a young man should want to do. 27. A young man should learn his priesthood, the ability to know that prayer, the means of connecting to his divine creator and father, is important. He must learn the priesthood as a father, priesthood as a husband, and anything that has to do with his priesthood. 28. A young man must be emotionally intelligent. Emotional intelligence, the ability to deal with all sorts and kinds of people, a young man must be. 29. A young man should learn technical, sales, and investment skills. And 30. A young man should think legacy, the ability to begin with the end in mind. So those were the 30 things we talked about that a young man should have. I'm sure some young men and even some women are already imbibing some of these things. So thank you again for finding time to listen to BMT Beauty Men Thoroughly with Timi Awesu. Look out for the next episode and series. It's going to be fantastic. We're building something beautiful and new, and I'm sure that you're going to love it. And we are changing society one man at a time, one boy at a time. Yes, right. And as we say here on BMT, before I say that right, yes, you can connect with me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at TIMIAWESU. That's at Timi Awesu. Remember, Beauty Men Thoroughly, for men are the foundation of society. See you soon.